If you're looking for the best pest control scheduling software in 2026, compare FieldCamp, Jobber, GorillaDesk, FieldRoutes, and PestPac. I'm putting FieldCamp first because pest scheduling is not just putting pins in a better order. The assignment is to understand the treatment type, technician certification, chemical handling skill, territory, property, service contract, base station history, service window, callback priority, and workload. FieldCamp can use that operating context because those things are part of the data model, not buried in notes. So let's start with the calendar. FieldCamp connects visits and recurring jobs to the exact property, treatment record, contract, and other pest records your workspace tracks. Jobber gives you a clean general schedule. GorillaDesk uses a direct drag and drop pest calendar. FieldRoutes supports bulk scheduling around ongoing pest contracts. PestPac has deeper scheduling modules for companies willing to configure a larger system. Jobber wins basic calendar simplicity. FieldCamp wins useful job context because the dispatcher and technician are not opening just a generic visit. They're opening the property, treatment, chemical, bait stations, contract, and history connected to that visit. But now let's talk about route building. Imagine it's Monday morning and you have 28 recurring stops, 3 new inspections, 1 termite callback, and a technician who can only cover a certain type of work. A calendar can show open time. It cannot automatically tell you whether the route makes sense. Jobber can optimize daily or weekly routes and adjust them when plans change. It also offers scheduling recommendations based on availability and travel time. GorillaDesk lets you see technicians and jobs on a map, optimize selected jobs, or include recurring work, account for starting location and buffer time, and then dispatch the route. FieldRoutes goes further with proximity, technician specialties, bulk optimization, recurring contracts, and variables like service due dates and customer preferences. PestPac offers a visual route manager and can extend routing through RouteUp and BestFit tools. GorillaDesk wins simple route planning. FieldRoutes wins pure route density optimization at scale. FieldCamp wins the actual assignment decision when the nearest technician is not automatically the right technician, because skills, territory, treatment type, materials, or customer history change the answer. Now recurrent services. This is where pest control scheduling separates from generic field service scheduling. A quarterly treatment is not a one-time job copied 4 times. You need due dates, customer communication, route planning, service history, billing, and exceptions to remain connected. Jobber supports recurring jobs and customer communication, and it can work well when the recurrence is straightforward. GorillaDesk lets you optimize recurring work and combines it with pest-focused service records and materials. FieldRoutes is built around ongoing contracts and bulk scheduling, so the recurring customer base becomes the planning engine. PestPac is also strong here, especially for companies with complex agreements and commercial accounts, deeper reporting requirements basically. FieldCamp's Pest template includes service contracts and recurring job support, plus rules for things like a day 14 routing follow-up, a quarterly bait station reminder, and a contract renewal reminder. FieldRoutes wins standardized recurring pest scheduling. FieldCamp wins when the recurrence and follow-up need to change by treatment, contract, property, or your own operating rules. The next category is what happens during the day. A route looked perfect at 7 a.m., then one customer cancels, a callback appears, and a technician finishes early. You need to see what's happening and change the plan without creating confusion. Jobber makes it easy to update schedules and communicate with the team. GorillaDesk provides technician tracking from the mobile app and lets the office work from the map. FieldRoutes connects routing with technician skills, schedule records, and operational data. PestPac can provide deep field visibility, but again, the exact experience depends on the modules and configurations you purchase. For simple live coordination, GorillaDesk wins. FieldCamp wins operating control because a callback can carry its urgency and prior treatment context, while assignment can consider skills, territory, workload, and the records tied to the property. Ask every vendor to cancel a stop, insert an urgent callback, and show exactly why the replacement technician was chosen. Now, AI and automation. There is a lot of loose language in this category. Route optimization usually means ordering stops efficiently. Scheduling automation means finding or creating suitable appointment slots. Dispatch intelligence means deciding which technician should handle which work under real constraints. Those are related, but they're not identical. Jobber has scheduling and routing recommendation. GorillaDesk automates practical route planning and recurring service logic. FieldCamp is different. The same configurable records that define the operation can fit the assignment and workflow rules. So, FieldRoute wins pure route optimization, while FieldCamp wins operationally aware scheduling. But let's talk about pricing. Jobber publicly advertises annual plans starting around $22 for Core, $73 for Connect, $109 for Grow. GorillaDesk starts around $49 per route for Basic, $99 for Pro, and $149 for Growth. FieldRoutes uses custom pricing. PestPac also uses custom packaged pricing. For published price transparency, GorillaDesk wins. FieldCamp requires a current package quote, and the value is not a cheaper map. It is one operating layer connecting pest records, recurring jobs, assignment, follow-up, documents, and billing. So choose Jobber for a simple general calendar, choose GorillaDesk for accessible pest routing, choose FieldRoutes for large-scale route density, PestPac when scheduling must sit inside its broader pre-built suite. FieldCamp is my overall winner because it schedules the work your pest company actually tracks, not a generic appointment with extra notes. Give the team one messy day containing a rodent, follow-up, commercial inspection, bait station visit, and urgent callback, then make them show the reasoning behind every assignment at fieldcamp.ai. Be safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.